Welcome back to the second episode of the Noob to Pro series. In the last video I managed to buy 2 towers with almost 6 hours spent in the game, which are Ace Pilot and Farm. These towers hard carries me in progressing through the game. Today I will be trying to get to level 25 and at least the event tower, Jester. Because Jester will help me a lot during my grind. And makes hardcore easy without golden towers. And of course, I won't be spending any Robux, asking help outside public servers, and even enter a private server to go solo. So I started my game in Act 1 in order to unlock Act 2 and Act 3. So I started off by placing Ace Pilots. Then Amazing start. Thankfully TDS has that rejoin feature, so I was able to join back to the game. I asked my teammates if Act 1 is easy.
No. Medium.
Everything was going smoothly in Phase 1 of Act 1. After Wave 9, the map transitioned from a forest into a village. And removed all our towers with a full refund. We immediately died from Wave 10. So I tried again in a duo this time, because I can get way more cash in a duo. Back to Wave 10 again, I still placed my Ace Pilots while Rob Teach places her Wardens. We still leaked a lot of HP from citizens, leaving us at 14 HP. The rest of the waves didn't give us the slightest issues. I also have the mini gunner tower now, after the new balance changes from the Lunar Overture update. Mini Gunner got a huge buff while Ranger got a rework. Ranger is mainly buffed on special game modes because they have limited clip spots. Cause the new rework buffed Ranger's DPS but nerfed its placement limit down to 6. If you compare 10 pre-reworked Rangers and 6 reworked Rangers, they have way less DPS. Since we are limited from placing more Rangers in special game mode maps, the DPS buff is a huge help here. So that's why I bought Mini Gunner. Back to the game. We reached Wave 16 and meet Flushy Executioner. Executioner keeps stunning my mini gunners and Rob Teach's Wardens. So we died from Executioner at 1.3k HP. After that, I decided that I should just solo Act 1. To do that I need to buy Soldier, which only costs 350 coins. Since I already know what to do, which is getting Ace Pilots for hordes and Soldier for hiddens and tanky enemies, I defended all waves 1 to 15 easily, and defeated Executioner Blush. I have now unlocked Act 2. No way I can play normal, Molten, or Fallen in Act 2. I got a proper game now. Let's see if we can win this. Nope. In my second game in Act 2. No, I don't count the first one that got bugged. I finally managed to find someone in the lobby that can help me beat Act 2. And it's super. We had to strategize and know what loadout to bring and do to beat Act 2. And as expected, we got through the waves easily. There was one clutch from Wave 12 though. Frankie almost got in. But we survived that, and that's what matters. We reached Wave 20 in Act 2. With a lot of my minis being maxed. And after a long fight and stuns from Jack O'Bot, we wrecked him, causing him to explode, which unlocks me Act 3. We also earned some points which are decent. But not for half an hour. Now for Act 3, I had to convince him to try Act 3 after we won. Fortunately, he accepted. It super hosted the party and picked Quan. So we played with other players in matchmaking. This does mean each player gets less money instead of duo, making it harder to max your towers. Just like Act 2, we easily defended all of the waves before Wave 14. With the power of Ace spam. I did not listen to its super's orders, but he seemed fine because spamming Ace Pilot works. Additionally, he gave me more information on beating the boss in this act. After the hands appeared, We used up our batteries and beamed it with our spotlights. We already got the hand invincibility bug. And we quickly lost from the horde. Its super did not want to do Act 3 again after this. So I tried going in a duo instead. The matchmaking paired me with Beast. I tried asking them some tips and realized we both haven't beaten Act 3. We also coincidentally had the same strategy of spamming ace pilots. Even though we haven't talked much. And again with ace pilot spam, we easily defended the enemy spam. Executioner was pretty close though. And I am back at wave 14 once again. This time I tried something different. I've been told that the hand's hitboxes were at the top. So I tried aiming for it and it surprisingly worked, though it's hard to look at its hitbox. And since I have a ton of cash, I tried to defend against the horde so I'll have more time to kill the bosses. Unfortunately, it was still not enough. I still kept losing in Act 3 in my next 2 games. So I decided to play Pizza Party instead, since I already reached past level 27 after losing a bunch of times in the event. I was also able to buy Commander now since I had enough money and I needed to progress faster. Only took me around 2 hours and 30 minutes based on my recordings. I started off by defending with Soldier as my early game tower while farming. Thanks to my teammates helping me defend, farming was made possible for me. We had some issues with Scout and my teammate's internet connection. Thanks to the rejoin feature, he comes back, and we were able to pass early game. I maxed 4 farms, then I can start spamming mini gunners and ace pilots. I didn't decide to max all of my farms since the hordes themselves gives me enough cash to max everything. My teammate still keeps disconnecting. Then we reached the final wave, and fought the final boss of Pizza Party, which is Wokes the Fox. This boss has 250k HP with the jump scare ability that reduces our tower's range by 50%. We easily killed him with minigunner spam and rangers. And now I have unlocked Warden. Wait, I need 700 more coins. Well, time to play one more match in Pizza Party in hopes that I will get a good team in matchmaking.
All hail the Cookie Scout.
Bad start. He did not hail. Half of the team already left before we even reached mid-game. And then we lost. Guess I'm not getting Warden in one game. Fortunately, the next game was a win. And I finally have enough to buy Warden. Though we had one toxic person in the team making the game less enjoyable. But now we got the Warden, time to use it for Act 3. Oh yeah, and I got Warden at the 10-hour mark of my total playtime with this account. I'm still gonna be spamming ace pilots first. And some max mini gunners. So I'm only using Warden for reliable stall because it is incredibly unlikely that it will get stunned with its shield. I still lost 2 hands. In this game the matchmaking picked someone with Excel, so I'm hoping it'll clear the hordes on wave 14 easily. We still died. And the next game too. And I stopped grinding for a while due to how bad Act 3 is. Also about the part where I realized that the hand's hitboxes were at the top. I still didn't trust it before. Silly me. So, I missed the Jester Tower since I was busy making other videos. Fortunately, TDS released a new event and an event tower, so I can still get my alt in event tower. So I immediately entered Krampus Revenge. I accepted some quests first so I get some more XP and coins. Most importantly, skins. So I started off by defending, alone. And no one got Pyromancer, so early game is gonna be tough. We still passed it though. Then immediately died from Crying Angels. So I tried again, and luckily this time, the game matched me with competent players. We easily passed phase 1. With phase 2 being dominated by Mortar. And we eventually got to phase 3.
Welcome to our show!
Anyways, we spawn killed all enemies before wave 20. Met Krampus again after 4 years. But this time he can hop and switch lanes. But no Snowstorm Rage ability anymore. Fortunately he doesn't have a ton of HP, so we quickly killed him with my team's accelerators, and I finally got my first event tower. After this game I immediately forgot about my quest and just dipped. So I went back grinding Pizza Party and tried to use Cryomancer. I told my team that I would defend at wave 7, but I didn't defend on wave 7 because I don't need to and decided to farm. Insane play right here. And then he got mad for some reason that I didn't defend on wave 7, but after that we went back focusing on the game. I guess we was annoyed. And we defeated Wokes the Fox again. I was not able to properly use my Cryomancer due to Pyromancer and someone already using it. Yeah, so Pyromancer's flame can stop Cryomancer's spray from working because logic. This mechanic was added back in Lunar Overtures. After that I didn't grind on my alt for 3 days. So let's get back to grinding. Still Pizza Party since it's the best game mode to grind points. Also I'm gonna be saving up for Ranger and prepare myself for Hardcore. Unfortunately we lost this game. Accidentally pressed solo option. I am not ready to solo Pizza Party with this loadout. Then another lost on the next match. Then I tried duo and got paired with a high level player. He told me to move my ace to a better spot, but I refused and told him my reasons. The reason why placing ace pilot close to the path feels stronger. Cause it gets more time to attack a single enemy in its range. Point is to reduce its time flying on nothing, or I might just be crazy at this point. He was surprised to see a low level player with a brain. And we win this easy peasy. That game finished one of my weekly quests from that game and got myself a premium crate. And I was able to claim some skins from the battle pass. I got a scout skin from the premium crate. I will never use it unless I have its perk. Alright, back to grinding. This time I tried to grind my event quests. When I used duo matchmaking, I was literally alone for 2 games. So I tried trio and we keep dying. So I went back to grinding Pizza Party. Instincts. I got tired of losing, so I decided to buy Shotgunner and DJ. Good thing I just have enough coins for them. And I'm back to almost 0 coins. So I started off my Molten speedrun with Shotgunner as my early game tower. Balanced my farms and Shotgunner upgrades to get the most optimal speed and economy. I failed to get another Shotgunner. After that, I just continued farming and placing Shotgunners. Placed my supports after I got all farms to level 3. Then I slowly started placing Wardens as I tried to get max farms. Got maxed farms. And now I just max everything I have. Starting with supports, and Molten boss died in under 20 seconds. So this is how I'm gonna be speed running Molten in different maps. I immediately got bored of grinding Molten mode after 2 games, so I decided to speedrun Fallen mode. I'll have to adjust my loadout, which is just replacing Shotgunner with Minigunner. This time I'm gonna be using Warden as early game. It is very effective at it. Even against breakers, Warden simply shreds everything. But Minigunner has to carry Wardens and beat Fallen King. It didn't carry. Almost 16 minutes. So I tried again, but in a different map, since I have no choice cause I'm limiting myself to only play on public servers and full free to play. Since Wrecked Battlefield doesn't have beta modifier, I have to deal with Boomer RNG. Oh, and it didn't stop there, friends. In the last wave of Fallen mode, Fallen King decided to do something smart. So I tried again. I moved all my minigunners to the middle to kill Fallen King. And I finally won at a time of under 16 minutes. So I went back to solo Molten grinding. With the wrong loadout. Now I'm grinding. And then I got bored, again. So I tried speed running Pizza Party. I keep dying from Shotgunners, as you normally do in Pizza Party. This is because they move decently fast and have a lot of HP. Especially when you factor in mutation, where every wave they gain more shield HP based in the enemy's max HP. I attempted to solo speedrun Pizza Party around 10 times. I couldn't get past wave 31. Due to the amount of shotgunners overwhelming my max minigunners and ace pilots. So I went back grinding molten mode instead. Then pizza party again. This time, I did it in a team instead of going solo. Did one solo fallen speedrun on Fungi Island. I'm trying not to get bored here. And the rest of my games are just soloing molten. Since I just want to get Ranger at this point. So after all those grinds, I have enough coins to buy Ranger. Let's buy it. Just kidding, I'm not gonna get Ranger. But instead I'm gonna grind for my first golden crate immediately. I will continue that in my next video. Is it a good idea to grind for golden crates this quickly? No, I will regret this. I have spent almost 20 hours in this account. 10 hours more time spent than the first episode. So if you want more of me grinding golden crates and other ways to not get bored of TDS, so consider subscribing and like the video. And thanks for watching.